Hey, hello everybody. My name is Joseph Abero, aka Kings Complex, and the Kings fall to the Oklahoma City Thunder 132 to 113 on December 19th, 2018. Story of the game is that we basically just got destroyed by OKC's Big Three. We had no real answer. Leading up to the game, the Kings came off a bad loss to the Wolves on the road. Dave Yeager had a controversial decision of sitting his starters after 6 minutes to the game. I guess let's just talk about those games coming in. The Kings got a big win against Dallas and Luka Doncic a few days ago. The next day, they played in Minnesota. Dallas to Minnesota in one night. Must be super rough. And Yeager sat his starters after 6 minutes as we were getting, I wouldn't say blown out, but we were definitely struggling. He put it in his bench and third stringers, and we just kind of lost traction from there. There was a little bit of fight, as in the third quarter the Kings went on a pretty big run with the bench, but Yeager still didn't put in his starters back in, probably for rest, maybe for injury reasons. What is there to say? But we got a bad loss on the road. Came back home to play against these really hot OKC Thunder. We were 2-0 against them in the season series, with pretty key players like in those games. But coming into this game, Bogdan was out, Shumpert was out, and Bagley were out. But also on the Thunder side, they didn't have Schroeder and Raymond Felton due to an altercation in their previous game against the Bulls. I think the Thunder were on a 2-game winning streak coming in, and they've been playing really well. Very good defense, and they found it on the offensive end. And with Bogey and Shumpert out, Justin Jackson was starting and had the assignment of guarding Paul George. I had a tweet saying Paul George was about to go off for 40 because not only was Justin Jackson the main assignment, we didn't really have a small forward coming off the bench. In that time, we had Ben McLemore, and I guess we'll just go into the game from there. We had our main starters with Justin Jackson, and we got off to a pretty good start. Missed a few layups, but otherwise a pretty fast start, but did not close out the quarter very well. Second quarter, we played Ben McLemore and Justin Jackson in the same game. I think Scal got some run as well, but overall we were just that was just the start of us getting destroyed by Steven Adams. Paul George started to heat up. I think he had 19 in the first half. But Buddy and Fox were playing well. But we had a really rough second quarter, and I think we were down by 20 going into the second half. But we had a very good third quarter. Buddy had a good quarter. Fox had a good quarter. Fox was playing with a lot of energy against Westbrook, and as we know, Fox came in saying he was the fastest player in the league. It looked like Westbrook had a chip on his shoulder, trying to prove that he might be the fastest player in the league. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter if you're the fastest person in the league. What is important is that both of them are really fast with the ball. But I would argue that Fox is more controlled with the ball. Doesn't have as many careless turnovers as Westbrook, but we know Westbrook, MVP candidate, very good player, very explosive. But yeah, Fox is very controlled with the ball. Now, that's all that really matters with me. Yeah, going to the fourth, we had some momentum, but fourth quarter was Paul George takeover time. We just had no answer, no way to stop him, no answer for Adams on the glass. Willie Cauley-Stein was really struggling, and what was really annoying me is that he didn't seem like he cared on the glass. Like, Adams would get the rebound, and Willie would just be very nonchalant about it. He wouldn't be like mad or have any real reaction or any determination to try to out rebound Adams. When Scal came in and Kufos came in, they brought in some energy, but again, we had no real answer for Adams. And yeah, that big three just completely destroyed us. Westbrook almost had a quadruple double. 19, 17, 11, and 6 steals. That's pretty insane to me. But I would say that Fox played him pretty well. It's just the offense ran through Paul George. There was a lot of lobs, and it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, all I can really say about this game is that it's a rough one. It may be the start of a losing streak for this team. I would not say that we're coming back down to earth. I would just say that this is just the reality of how many great teams there are in the NBA. Yeah, I think we fall to 11th in the standings, but it's not too bad. What's really apparent is that our defense is struggling. It's just we need to find some production outside of Fox and Buddy. I'm hoping that Buddy's okay. He had a couple of really tough shots to the head in the fourth quarter. Maybe he goes through some concussion protocol and he has to sit out the next game, but we'll see. You know, it is what it is. We'll take this loss and move on from it. I'm not too mad. I know there's a bunch of Kings fans that are really pissed off about the the Wolves game and this game. Yeah, I'm sorry, Carmichael Dave. Yeah, if you follow him on Twitter and you see his mentions, it's rough. And like, to be honest, like, for whatever reason, everybody's expectations just shot to like contender for whatever reason last month for the Kings. But like I don't know whatever happened to that let's just compete expectation. Like, this is a good team. It's just we're so young that like it's hard to expect them to know how to win on a consistent basis over the span of an entire season. Like, we haven't had that in over almost 2 decades now. And yeah, I like watching them play. They're really fun to watch, and they honestly like spoil me because it's hard for me to watch any other game. Like, watching Rockets games with James Harden and his freaking you know what I'm talking about. It's so hard to watch those games. So yeah, it's really fun to watch the Kings. I'm enjoying it, and yeah, we'll just keep it going this season. Hopefully we can break this losing streak. I think we have the Grizzlies next at home. I'm gonna have to double check on that, but either way, I know we have a really rough December. I think we got the Grizzlies, Pelicans, Clippers, and then the Lakers twice to close out the year. And you know, I'd be surprised if we come out with like a winning record from that. I just hope we don't lose every single one of those games. I hope we stay competing. Hopefully they're all fun games. And yeah, I'm just looking for the development of this team. Buddy Hield with 37, a career high this game. That's really good to see. De'Aaron Fox 28 and 12. That's a great line. And I like watching De'Aaron Fox play defense. Hopefully he can step it up. I guess just talking about other players on the team, Willie Cauley-Stein. I do not want them to re-sign him this offseason. Maybe I'm a hater, but he's going to command like $20 to $25 million this offseason, and he, in my opinion, he doesn't do enough to justify that money. He doesn't play good enough defense. He doesn't rebound enough, and he's essentially just a lob target on offense. He can shoot the mid-range jumper, but he doesn't shoot it consistently and effectively enough for it to really truly matter right now. And he doesn't play consistently enough in general. You know, yeah, I hope that if we do keep him and re-sign him, maybe he stays at a modest 10 to 15. But it is what it is. We still really need a small forward, like, so badly, and this game really shows it with Paul George dropping 43. Paul George was having his way this game. But yeah, I still have not gotten the blog started up. I'm gonna start wrapping up my efforts to get that set up. I am on Twitter and Instagram a lot, so hit me up with a follow on those. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game. What do you think went well? What do you think the Kings could have improved on? Do you like Jaeger's rotations? Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.